Hey everybody, welcome back to the next video in the Intro to Coding series. In this video, we're going to be downloading Visual Studio Code and then downloading some extensions for it to help with our Python coding that we're going to start in the next video. This will be a pretty quick video. If you already have Visual Studio Code and Python installed, then feel free to jump over to the next one. Okay, let's get into it. All right. So what we have here is just my desktop. We're going to open up Chrome or whatever your browser is of choice. And we're just going to search Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is actually developed by Microsoft, or kind of. It was like, I think. Anyways, Microsoft owns this. So if you're skeptical of downloading something, because somebody on YouTube is telling you to do it. This is owned by Microsoft, so I mean, you probably can trust it because you're probably running Windows. I think you're fine. It's also used it's basically the number one program to write code with right now. There have been a bunch over the years, but this is arguably the number one that's being used worldwide right now. So we've got a bunch of options here, depending on, if you're using Linux, that's what the little penguin is, or a Mac, or Windows. Just click whichever one you need. So we will click Windows here, and you can see it's downloading. So we can just wait for that to download. Apparently my internet's pretty slow right now, but that's fine. So it's going to tell you a little bit of the things that we're doing, or like the stuff that it can do here. We don't want to download a second one. That was because I went back and forward. So you can also see the extensions here. So we're going to actually be getting this one here, which is the Python extension. It will basically just help us make sure that our Python is clean, that the code is easy to read, and it will help by auto-completing some things for us. That's a very nice thing once you start coding, because you don't have to remember everything about code. All right, so I already have this installed, but basically what you're going to want to do is click this. It says you already have this installed. Sure, we'll say that we'll continue with the installation. So you won't see that if you don't have this installed yet. You can accept. You can pick where you want it to go. For the most part, this is fine. You can just continue to click next, click next. You can create a desktop icon if you'd like. And this open with code, actually, I'd probably actually add that because it can be a little bit useful. All right, then we would click install, and here we go. And we're done. Okay, great. So let's finish and we'll open up Visual Studio Code. This is the sammy.txt that I opened in the last video. So you know what that is. Great. So what does this program do? Well, this program allows you to have your own files and different folders and create files really easily. You can search all of your files really easily. This is for source control, which we'll get into eventually, but it integrates with GitHub, which Microsoft also owns. So it's really, really great to have this kind of built in, because you don't have to use the command line if you don't want to. Then we have a way to run and debug things. To be honest, I don't really use this tab that often, but feel free. Remote Explorer, we're not going to go into it all, but extensions, this is what we want here. So if you go here, you can search. It's just like a marketplace of things. But the one we're going to be going for is Python. And you can click on this, and there'll be an install button here. So I already have this installed, but you can just click that there. So if we click this, because I had to reload apparently for some reason, then there we go, we're all set. So if you search for it again, it should just say that it's installed. And then you should have the uninstall option if you want. So to be honest, this is basically the only extension that you're going to need for when we start coding in Python. So yeah, let's just kind of finish it up there. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to drop a like. I really appreciate any of the likes. It really helps the channel grow and helps more people kind of get into coding, which is the ultimate goal of the channel. And you know, if you want to be notified for the next video, then consider subscribing. It's also free, so do what you will. Yeah, if you have any like questions or if you ran into any issues with this also, then definitely like throw a comment down below. I will read every comment and respond if I can help. Yeah, thanks again, and never stop learning. Cheers.